Did you really just put a
Hello?
hair?
Welcome to Stranger Things.
Hello? Is it me?
Yeah.
Welcome to Stranger Things?
No, welcome to Screen Source.
I know, but I was
Welcome
like,
to the Screen Source Stranger Things trailer reaction.
what's
Bridget, take it
happening?
away.
Welcome to Screen Source Junior. For the record, we're filming this. It's 11
It's
o'clock
late.
at night. We've been here for
We're
hours.
loopy.
He just pulled a hair off the Ewok.
Don't touch him.
hair.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's Harry.
It's
Screen
hairy.
Source
It's a
Junior.
stuffed
Hey
animal.
guys, this is a condensed Screen Source, but what we like to do is watch them trailers and then give you some feedback, our thoughts and our feelings. And we're going to watch the first new trailer for the new season of Stranger Things.
And I hear it's like kind of a trailer, but kind of not. I don't. Either way, I'm so
We'll find out.
excited.
Let's watch
let's get into it.
Go.
Earth, America, Indiana, Hawkins. A growing patriotic community and a shining example of the American dream.
This is
Today, Hawkins is taking another step into the future with the brand new Starcourt Mall.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, it's so 80s.
Families, friends,
I love it.
and of course, teenagers can come together to shop.
Claire's.
Wait, Claire's been around.
Dine
Yes. Hot dog on a
and
stick?
enjoy. With retail options
that color
for
palette.
every member of the family, including the Gap, Walden Books,
Yes.
Yes.
and Sam Goody.
Yes.
Starcourt Mall has
Yeah.
it
Radio
Radio
Shack.
Shack.
all. Don't forget, a state-of-the-art
Food
food court
court. Orange Julia's. I love
just
Orange
an
Yes.
escalator ride away, featuring America's favorite place to cool down, Scoops Ahoy Ice Cream Shop. Ahoy! Starcourt Mall is the finest shopping facilities in America and beyond. So come on down. And remember, Starcourt Mall has it all.
Starcourt is an all-American subsidiary of Starcourt Industries and International Enterprise.
What was that?
Amazing. Okay.
That has nothing to do
Let's
with
do
Okay.
this.
Okay. All right. So this is not my first time
All
seeing
right.
this trailer. So I've already done a little bit of digging because I
Good,
was like,
good.
"What is this?"
Yes.
First of all, as a child of the '80s, that was
That is-
glorious.
that is very
waltz
accurate.
down memory lane, and you would see ads for malls
Yeah.
on TV. By the way,
Yeah.
that's amazing. So first of all, they are very careful with their details. When they did the Walden Books close-up, The Hunt for Red October did come out in the year that this season will be set.
They're
Nice.
doing really good because they got called out by like a poster and something else on the last season.
But
so
they're
like,
nailing it. And then there
Yeah.
was there's a music poster for Sam Goody that they got right also. The girl who's at Scoops Ahoy with first of all, we love Steve. We love
yeah.
Steve.
everyone
now.
loves
We
Steve.
love
Steve and his
Yes.
and his
So-
It was a
children.
big redemption season last
Yes.
time.
Oh, Dad Steve, Mom Steve, whatever you want to call him, Steve. So that girl, that's one of the new actors for the show.
Gotcha.
She's going to be a new character.
Good.
Okay.
I like new faces.
Is she a potential love interest for Steve? We don't know.
Well, I feel like Steve lost his love.
Steve
interest in
deserves
the last
someone.
time
Steve
before.
deserves better.
he
And
does.
He's cute.
He does. He's
Yeah.
adorable.
And
And
he's
he's
a nice
great hair.
guy.
He's a good
Yeah.
guy.
He
Good
fights
guy,
off,
Steve.
people with bats.
Yeah,
Yes.
with bats with nails in it.
Oh.
So the theory. So one of the big theories that I found on it was this: the tag at the end of the ad is the big clue. So Starcourt Mall is a subsidiary of Starcourt Industries.
Yeah.
So that's the big clue that everybody's kind of latching onto because they think remember the labs got shut down
Yes.
Yep.
at the end of the second season of Stranger Things.
They got
Like,
shut
just
down.
like
sure.
skadoosh.
Got massacred.
Ruined, destroyed, what have you. So the theory is that Starcourt Industries might be the big bad.
Oh,
and it's
sort
gonna
of
be,
like the Wolfram and Hart.
right. So it's going to
they're
be
the-
it's going to be corporate as opposed to government science. It's
Right.
going to be some kind of corporate something that because that's such a weird tag. Like Starcourt Mall is a subsidiary of Starcourt Industries. An
Yeah,
international.
they didn't have to verbalize that. They didn't have
No.
to add that in there.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
it's likely that it means something.
That's
It's
the
there on
theory,
purpose,
yeah.
and I think everything in there is there on purpose.
Yeah, and then the other theory, which kind of makes sense because they made this whole mall trailer, and it makes me think that that they're going to have a lot of things happen at the mall. The
Yep.
big confrontation is going to happen at the mall because we don't know in the world of Hawkins, like, did they build this mall? Where did they build the mall? Oh God, there's
Is it on top of where
And
the
then-
labs
right, exactly.
were.
where, you know,
The
where
rift?
the
Yeah.
rift, where there are tendrils from the rift that were out in the field, and
Right.
is that where they put them all? Like, these people
Right.
are not smart people. So
no.
yeah,
they're
it's
not.
like putting them all on top of the Hellmouth, or
Yeah.
or school on top
a
of the
scope
Hellmouth.
on
Yeah.
top of Hellmouth. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what I think is. I think that that Starcourt Industries is going to be like the big power player, like earthly bad, and then a lot of stuff is going to happen at the mall. Maybe they're going to get locked in the mall,
Okay.
monster, or they have to
Oh, that's a
hide,
good one.
or
That
they
was
have to
always my
hide in the
fear
mall.
as a kid. Did you guys have a fear of that?
I still have a
No,
fear.
that was a good dream for me.
I mean, yeah, but like if all the stores are locked,
If
you can't
everything's
get into
locked, but you
them.
can't get into the stores, but you're trapped in the mall.
Right.
When I went
Yes.
to the mall
Yes.
and was thinking about this was definitely an 80s landscape of me thinking about this. So
Yeah.
they didn't have gates that closed. They just locked the
True.
door. And
So you
like,
could
I
easily
can
break
figure
in.
out a way to get in.
Yeah.
It's reminding me of
Also, when I was a kid, I just honestly thought that they just locked the outside of the doors.
Oh, sure.
Hey, what's the zombie film? Maybe early 2000s where they're in a mall.
Yeah, it's one of the.
It was a reboot.
Dawn of the Dead,
Dawn
Day
of the
Dead.
Dead.
One
Yeah,
of those. Yeah.
it was good. I
Yeah.
remember liking it.
Yeah.
And so, what if they end up doing something like that
Well,
with a big old bus?
and they do like to, pull things from existing 80s content. So that's not
Sure.
80s content, but Romero was making zombie movies in the 80s, right? So
Sure.
like they could
Something like that,
kind of
that might be-
mishmash, yeah.
Yeah, we keep seeing
Creatures of some kind.
we keep seeing homages to other films as the seasons go on.
Yeah.
And like you said, like new characters and new faces and stuff. So this is exciting.
I'm excited.
I like that because on the superficially, this is just a mall ad, and
Right.
and yeah.
And also coming next summer. Didn't it say coming next summer at the end? So that might be them telling us that the episodes are going to come next
A
summer.
release
Maybe.
this upcoming summer.
No, next.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're already in the middle. Of
Yeah,
summer.
we're in the
in
middle.
it.
It's
It's
too
like
late. So
it's
literally next year,
Far
but
away.
I know. So I don't know. I love Stranger Things. I
Yeah, me
love
too.
it.
Me
I love it.
too.
I think it's a great show. I think
How
it's a
can
great
you not
cast.
love it? My
Yeah,
parents love it.
arguably the best Netflix show.
For me it is.
Yeah.
For me it is.
It's up there. I don't know. Glow's pretty up there for me too.
Glow's
Glow,
pretty up
Dark.
there.
You two would love the show Dark.
Because it's just like Stranger Things, but it's in
Is-
German.
Oh, I've heard of that show.
Altered
Fucking
Carbon one of theirs, or is that a
That's all.
That's-
Yeah.
Yes,
that's
I
enough.
did.
Okay,
I
so
did like
you really
Altered.
like that
I
one.
do
Yeah,
like
I
Altered
really
Carbon
like
a lot
that one.
too. But yeah,
But all up there. Like Stranger Things is
they're
absolutely.
like tied. It's like
I
a
think-
10-way tie for first.
I think you are correct. It is arguably
The best.
Arguably
one of the
best.
best.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
could argue that point.
Yeah. I'm
It's
excited.
very good.
Give us more. Give us more trailers. Give us more scoop.
Hints.
When they release
Give us
the
more
episode
Steve.
names, that's always fun. When they
Yes.
release
I
the
love when they do
episode
that.
titles, because like I remember the one that was called the Polywog, and I was like, the hell. And then that episode happens, and you're like, oh no, that's gonna be a monster,
What I like-
Dustin. No.
I like that
Yeah.
this show is
Justin, no.
this show is created by these two guys who don't have much of a background in any of this, and they've not only created this really good world with really good lore, but they've also figured out a way to like click that nostalgia brain for us.
Yep.
And they've figured out ways to advertise differently than other shows have done in the past. Maybe not completely, but like the name thing with the shows, like and in its own way too. It's not just like a list.
Yep.
It's kind of like scrolling through. You hear the music,
Yeah.
and then this thing with the
Yeah, they have
ball.
episodes.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Oh, it's-
Yeah, they're doing such a good job.
They're doing so many things so
Chapters.
well. Yeah, with the chapters and God, even just the theme music.
Yeah,
is-
the theme
beautiful.
music is
It's
fucking
some
perfect.
band.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So yeah, and
great.
the Duffer Brothers are
They're
just-
hitting it out of the
just
park.
they're nailing it. They're doing great work. So I mean, if they ever stop making Stranger Things, you have to eventually, but don't do it right.
They did get in a bit of
No.
trouble last year. Do you guys remember that? That like quote unquote like forcefully making their actors kiss. In the
Oh
final
yes,
scene.
yes.
And
That was
everybody
a whole,
wasn't comfortable with it. You remember the kissing scene at the end with the prom? Was it no, not prom?
the little
something like that.
winter wonderland dance or whatever. Yeah,
Right.
because Millie Bobby Brown and Finn Wolfhard, because I know their real names.
Yep.
Because I fucking love this
Millie
show.
Bobby
No.
Brown's amazing. Yeah.
Millie Bobby Brown, who's an exquisite actor. She is
Fantastic.
just amazing.
Teaser just dropped for Godzilla. So go watch that.
But she and Finn Wolfhard had a scripted kiss between 11 and Mike, and then the other little couple that ends up at the dance didn't, and I guess it was like partially the kids were kind of razzing each other, and then partially
Yes.
then the Duffer brothers were like, yeah, you guys should kiss too, and they were both like,
And for one of them, it was their first kiss ever.
yeah,
I
the
mean,
little
these are
girl,
kids.
the little girl, I think it was
The
her
little
first.
redheaded
The little
girl.
redheaded
She's so
girl.
pretty.
I believe
She's
it was her
great.
first kiss ever, and
Yeah.
she was like, but like it's not an extended trauma, but it's still
No,
kind
it's
of
not like what's his name did to Uma Thurman.
Oh.
Tarantino.
Or
you know,
Diane
like,
Kruger.
You could be
Oh my God,
a shitty director and do
that's fucked
shitty things. This one was a little bit less on that.
What did
list,
he do
but
to
it was
Diane
there.
Kruger?
he choked
He
the
choked
shit out
her.
of her until she passed out.
Those are his hands
In
in
Inglourious
Inglourious Bastard.
Basterds.
He's
What's that?
actually choking her.
and she actually passed out.
Oh,
yeah, you
not
got it.
Now,
okay.
my understanding was she said he could choke her. Like, she consented to him doing it. I don't
Yeah.
believe she consented to him choking her to the point of her
No.
passing
No.
out.
Oh, definitely not.
And
Anyways,
Uma
don't make the
bullshit.
same
Yeah.
mistake, Duffer Brothers.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
That was a little snafu thing with the kiss. Maybe
Sure.
let the kids, you got to respect kids' boundaries as much as anyone else's.
Do watch the after show that they throw up on Netflix, though, who is hosted by Jim Rash of Community, and he's a Groundlings improv
fun.
comic.
And an Oscar
He's
winner.
great. And an Oscar winner for directing.
He co-wrote the George Clooney,
film.
movie,
Yeah, I can't
and
remember
it
the
was
name
in
of it.
Hawaii, and it's really good. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Jim Rash is great. He hosts that after show if you want to learn more about Stranger Things.
it's fun.
Anything else?
Stranger
No,
Things.
Stranger
Things.
Things.
Bring it.
Watch
Season
it.
3.
Watch it. Cool. Thank you guys. Like, share, subscribe, follow. There's no follow on our YouTube account, but there is one on our Twitch account. Anyways, youtube.com/color circuit. My name is Dylan,
I'm Jess.
I'm Eve.
I'm Bridget.
and have a good night.
Good night.